In the vast, desolate reaches, where heaven's will is but a whisper, and cultivators carve their destiny with blood and defiance, the legend of defiance continues to unfold. Welcome to Recap. Renegade Immortal, Chapter 455, Chapter 456. At this pivotal juncture, Wang Lin stands at the crossroads of fate, burdened by the weight of past karmic ties and the ever-tightening grip of unseen forces. Old enemies stir in the shadows, while the heavens themselves seem poised to test the limits of his resolve. Each step forward is no longer just a pursuit of power, but a gamble against annihilation. As schemes deepen and danger looms ever closer, the line between survival and destruction grows razor-thin. What choices will shape the path ahead, and what price must be paid to continue defying the heavens? Let us step into the storm and witness what unfolds next. In the shadowed depths of the Suzaku tomb, a tempest of steel and soul ignited. Wang Lin's eyes blazed like twin stars as he drew the celestial sword before him, a shimmering barrier against the onslaught that surged forward. The air shattered with the force of clashing energies, and with a deafening roar, he was hurled backward. Each step he took, each breath he drew, carried the weight of a full-powered, soul-transformation cultivator's might, a force far beyond his own without the 1 billion soul flag. He did not flee as he had entered, but veered deeper into the tomb, twisting through its labyrinthine basins. From every corner, treasure swords awakened, responding to the blade's call. They darted like living shadows, their intent like a storm of cold steel seeking to cleave him from the world. Wang Lin's celestial sword vanished, allowing him to surge forward with unrestrained speed. Yet the treasure swords were relentless, closing in from all directions, the half-moon blade looming behind them like a dark omen. With a flick of his right hand, the soul flag erupted into a swirling black mist, enveloping him and multiplying his speed 100-fold. The swords struck and missed, yet they danced in perpetual pursuit. An endless wave of killing intent that chilled the air until frost crystallized upon his cloak. The hum of countless blades merged into a symphony of destruction, vibrating across the heavens. Cultivators from tens of thousands of kilometers sensed the turmoil, drawn like moths to a blazing inferno. The collective will of the swords coalesced, forming the semblance of an ancient sword immortal. Rays of lethal energy streamed past Wang Lin, yet the soul flag held firm, a living barrier against annihilation. Only when the half-moon blade drew near did he unsheath the celestial sword, parrying with practiced precision. A thrill coursed through Wang Lin's veins, a memory of days long past when he had been hunted, powerless and vulnerable. And yet, even as chaos raged, 2 rays of light shot toward him. They halted 5,000 kilometers away, but upon sensing the devastation, fled in haste. Recognition flared in Wang Lin's eyes. One was Zhou Wutai, his brother in battle, and the other a veiled woman, her fear betraying her identity. A laugh tore from his lips as he glanced at the sea of pursuing swords and the relentless half-moon blade. In an instant, he teleported 5,000 kilometers away, only for the swords to close the gap in a blinding flash. The tomb shuddered, as though the very ruins remembered their collapse, and a thunderous rumble shook the earth. Zhou Wutai's grimace betrayed frustration, while the veiled woman fled in terror, splitting from him as Wang Lin remained a shadow on their trail. The half-moon blade, a living embodiment of wrath, surged after him, its speed restrained only by some mysterious force until it left the basin. Once free, it accelerated beyond mortal comprehension, streaking past Zhou Wutai with a wind that seared the senses. What treasure carries such speed? Zhou Wutai gasped, chasing with all his might. Dodging through the treacherous rifts that scarred the tomb, Wang Lin paused atop a rainbow-hued mountain, the very vision described by Sichunan. A roar split the skies, forcing him to teleport 10,000 feet away. The mountain collapsed in a cascade of blue light, and the half-moon blade shot from the rubble, issuing a divine command. "Leave him! Here!" Pain lanced through his arm as he reappeared, yet he endured, teleporting again and again, each flash of blue light flattening mountains and rifts alike. With each escape, the blade's fury grew, faster and more unyielding. Wang Lin's blood mingled with the earth, wounds appearing and healing in a dance of survival. His mind raced, a spark of greed and awe igniting. This blade, born of a single soul piece, possessed a swiftness rivaling the 4th soul of his flag, yet it wielded power sufficient to shatter a man in an instant. "I must make it mine," he vowed, eyes ablaze. The celestial sword returned to his grasp, Shu Liguo expelled from its interior. "Bear with it, Shu Liguo, as you did with the giant demon clan ancestor. Once my soul piece is reclaimed, I will return for you." Shu Liguo cried out as the half-moon blade intercepted him, vanishing into the distance. Wang Lin, linked through soul and spirit, felt his presence and knew the blade's intent could not harm him. For now, Shu Liguo would serve as bait, granting Wang Lin the time he needed. Setting the celestial sword aside, his gaze turned toward the distant Rainbow Mountain. But then, a flicker of crimson caught his eye on a nearby peak. A solitary figure, a red butterfly trapped against the wind. Loneliness radiated from her, yet she stood as though resisting some invisible force. His voice rang out across the winds, urgent and resolute. "Red butterfly." The wind howled across the jagged peaks, carrying with it the faint scent of blood and the chill of an approaching storm. If the legendary red butterfly lingered here, then her companion, Xianfeng, could not be far behind. Wang Lin's eyes gleamed, his divine sense rippling outward like water disturbed by a stone. Xianfeng's cultivation was no trivial matter, mid-stage soul transformation. But even so, if anyone could detect him, it was Wang Lin. He lowered his voice, steady and commanding, and called into the crimson air. "Long time no see, fellow cultivator, red butterfly." On a distant crag, a figure emerged, as ephemeral as a shadow, and just as hollow. Her gaze pierced him, cold and unfeeling, before she vanished in a breath and reappeared 1,000 feet away, like a fleeting ember carried on the wind. Wang Lin's eyes narrowed as he locked onto hers. The emptiness within them struck him like a blade. He had known whispers of what had befallen Red Butterfly, had sensed her when clashing with Xianfeng, but now, standing before her once more, the truth pressed down upon him. Death lingered in her stare. She retained her beauty, yes, but the fire of pride, the brilliance of the prodigy she once was, the blessed daughter of heaven, Shuoyu's shining genius who had reached late-stage soul formation in a mere century, was gone. The red butterfly who had once regarded him as an insignificant insect, whose battles with him had been both sport and challenge, had vanished. In her place was a shadow draped in sorrow. Wang Lin exhaled softly, a twinge of melancholy in his chest. Things may remain the same, yet people, they do not. Suppressing the regret, he squared his shoulders and called out once more. "Qianfeng, reveal yourself." Red Butterfly's vacant gaze lifted skyward. From the void, Qianfeng's voice slithered down, cold and unhurried. "Sengnu, I have no time for you today. Since you've discovered this place, we shall meet at the Spirit Mountain." Wang Lin's attention snapped to a distant peak, shrouded in swirling black mist, charging toward the Spirit Mountain with terrifying speed. A chill ran down his spine, and his eyes turned steely as he prepared to follow. "Red Butterfly," Qianfeng's voice continued, echoing like a phantom. "Did you long to duel Sengnu once more? Today, your chance has come. Kill him." Then, as swiftly as it came, the voice vanished. "Sengnu, savor this reunion with your old friend. Once I claim my soul piece, I will return to finish you." The hollowness in Red Butterfly's eyes wavered and was replaced by the raw, burning desire for battle. She moved to intercept Wang Lin, drawing a long red sword that gleamed like molten blood. An aura surged from her, potent and celestial, rivaling Wang Lin's own spiritual presence. Though not fully at the soul transformation stage, she hovered dangerously close. "Sengnu!" Her voice rang out, cold and commanding, her gaze sharp as winter ice. Wang Lin's brow furrowed. He hadn't expected to see the Spirit Mountain here, not within the confines of the cultivation planet Crystal. Yet the puzzle would have to wait. For now, Red Butterfly was his immediate concern. Without hesitation, she flung the crimson blade, a streak of lethal lightning aimed at his head. Wang Lin stepped back, summoning his restriction flag from his bag of holding. It blossomed into countless shields, a fortress of energy that absorbed the strike with a thunderous clash. Dust and debris erupted, streaks of red flashing in the turmoil. Red Butterfly pressed a piece of red ice into her palm, its cold aura spreading and freezing the air around her. A fleeting glimmer of sorrow crossed her face, lips trembling. "Kill." "Me," she whispered, but it was gone in an instant, replaced by the unyielding intent of battle. She surged forward, her might at its zenith. Wang Lin's chest tightened, The voice revealed a shard of her former self, a sliver of pride and sanity preserved fiercely. She was still Red Butterfly in essence, a rose unwilling to bow to a life unworthy of her spirit. Drawing a deep breath, Wang Lin gathered strands of restriction energy. A 30-foot black lance coalesced in his hand, humming with latent power. He thrust it forward, the tip wailing like a chorus of lost souls. Red Butterfly's crimson ice pressed to her forehead, radiating a fierce glow as layers of red armor formed, encasing her entirely. Her beauty became terrifying, her presence that of a war celestial. In her hand, the black soul lasher emerged, a whip of dark energy gifted by Qianfeng, dancing like a coiling dragon. Lightning and shadows collided as Red Butterfly snapped the whip, its course deadly and precise. Wang Lin parried with the lance, sealing gestures channeling a gust of celestial wind. The soul lasher and lance met in a cataclysmic explosion, a shockwave that shook the heavens and earth alike. Black lightning swept through the air as the whip flew past the collision, striking with lethal grace. Wang Lin tumbled backward over 1,000 feet, a spark of recognition in his eyes. Soul lasher, he murmured, a relic once his, now returned, a power he vowed to wield fully. Red Butterfly, driven back by the shockwave, exhaled a cold aura that crystallized into ice sculptures, shattering the intangible into tangible frost. Wang Lin's eyes glinted with resolve. She lifted her hand, summoning a storm of cracks across the ice, each fracture expanding violently until the frozen forms exploded. Her face betrayed a struggle, a painful acknowledgement of the life she had endured. "Killed me?" Wang Lin remained calm, touching his bag of holding. A colossal axe materialized, drawing darkness and lightning to its blade. Its hum resonated through him, igniting a ferocity he had never known. This weapon, once wielded by the founding ancestor of the giant demon clan, was his now to command, a perfect match for the current clash. Red Butterfly's eyes flared as she exhaled, shaping a crimson crystal rose from her mouth. The blossom floated before her, unfurling to reveal a phantom form of herself, pride blazing within its spectral petals. This was the Red Butterfly of legend, the adversary Wang Lin had once known. She hovered, vibrant and unbowed, whispering with commanding intensity. "Seng Yu, act now!" The battlefield trembled as two legacies of power, pride, and relentless spirit faced each other once more. The air crackled, the mountains shivered, and the storm itself seemed to pause, bearing witness to a duel that would be remembered in the annals of cultivation forever.